everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing you another end of the year curriculum review. As promised, I am doing these for each of my kids, which I have 4 if you're new to my channel, that I homeschool. And then I've also done a end of the year review on our group curriculum that we chose to use for this past school year of 2016 and 2017. So today's review is going to be for my 3rd grader. And so I am just going to jump right into it. Like I've said in all of my other curriculum review videos, I will have the original videos of the haul like at the beginning of the year down below, so you can check out the resources that I used a little bit more detailed from those videos. This is really just my review now that we've made it through our school year. We're all done. We're heading on to our summer break now. And so now I'm coming back and reviewing and sharing if I would use it again, what I thought of it, etc. So this is for my 3rd grade, my 3rd grader. He is a boy. My son is in 3rd grade. So I'm going to start with the first thing that we did this year for his individual work. So I did our core curriculum, which we did as a group. These are all his individual subjects. So the first thing was I went ahead at the beginning of the year and let my kids choose out a handwriting or a composition notebook of their choosing. So this was his choice. And every morning when we would sit down to do what I call our book work or our table work, I would just let them journal 9 times out of 10 about anything they wanted to journal about. So if I got a good idea from something I'd heard, or maybe we did a fun field trip, I would have them recap that. Just really some free writing practice. And then usually, I'm just going to show you a couple. So then usually he would 9 times out of 10 draw some sort of illustration in there. So that's what this, I guess you could call, would be a portion of his language arts, his writing. So that is what we did with this, and that is what he did first. My kids loved it. If you're not giving your kids a chance to free write, I highly encourage that you start doing that in your homeschool, even if it's something as simple as a no pressure, just journal about what we did yesterday, or journal about your favorite gift you got at Christmas time, or journal about this or that. Sometimes I would give them a little kind of topic or like a thought, but they love this. So definitely include some free writing in your homeschool. We will be doing that again next year as well. Another portion of his language arts curriculum was cursive handwriting. I used Handwriting Without Tears for it. I would have them do 1 page. So 1 page for us was this and this, and looking back, I should have just had them do literally, sorry, my book is flicking me in the face. I would literally have them do just 1 page. And the reason why I say that is because my kids finished this before halfway through the school year. So after that, I didn't want to purchase another handwriting curriculum, and my son, who is in 3rd grade, needs handwriting practice. So I just had to go and get him another cursive book, just because I wanted him to have some more practice. So I would say I love this for handwriting, but use it if you want to have it be stretched out. I would have them use it as like 1 sheet per day versus doing front and back or both. But that's just my personal opinion. He will be doing the next one after this next year in 4th grade for him as well. So still within the language arts, Explode the Code. This is the book that he just finished. I believe he started with 5, so he did 5, 5.5, and 6 this school year. These are amazing for phonics review. The last level for Explode the Code is level 8, and he is finishing 3rd grade, but there were some things that I just wanted him to get better at doing. And so this was some great review. So you can just see like the inside of it. Short, very easy, great for independent work when you're wanting your kids to start working a little bit more independently. He could do this on his own, which is what I wanted. Just some great reviews. So I will have him finish out the Explode the Code series next year in 4th grade for books 6.5, 7, 7.5, and 8. And then we'll stop there. But I love Explode the Code, as I'm sure you've seen. I have used it for my pre-K, my 1st grade, and my 3rd grader. And if I would have known about it when my older daughter was in those grade levels, I would have definitely used it for her too. Highly recommend, very affordable, great resource. And then the last portion of his language arts curriculum was through Sunlight. So this was our instructor's guide. This is a older copyrighted one because I did purchase it used from someone else, but I did not care. So the way that Sunlight Language Arts works is, I'll show you really quickly. I'm just flipping to a random day. So you would have day 1, and then this would say rule and write, and then it would have their activity. It had their reader, and then it would have the questions down below. So the children's activity sheets came with it. And as you can see, so each day, so this was like one day and then this was the second day. So it was short. It involved copy work. It involved basic grammar. It involved learning when to use quotation marks. It involved correcting sentences. It involved learning about run-on sentences and how to change those. It involved learning how to categorize ideas and use kind of like a bubble chart when you're writing. It involved doing some research on the computer and learning how to write a short biography. It involved some creative writing by looking at an image and then making up your own story for what it was. So I really love the shortness and simpleness of it. Sunlight Language Arts is not grammar heavy, and that's okay with me. Because I am a believer that they will learn that as they get older and also just through reading. So I highly recommend it, but as you've seen, I have added things to it, and that is the approach that I would recommend, in my opinion, when using Sunlight Language Arts. I do not think that it is enough on its own for my kids, but for yours it might be different, but I liked adding in those additional resources for them. The other cool thing about Sunlight Language Arts was every week it would give you your spelling words. So they would just be like right here. And if you wanted to do a spelling test, you could. I would just have my kids write the words down. If we noticed that they couldn't spell them, I would show them the correct spelling, and then I would have them use them in some sentences or make a creative story. We did a bunch of different things with that. So it does include the spelling words in there, and then it does have optional things in the instructor's guide that I did not utilize. So the reader, which is the book that they read on their own, this is just the last one that he read for this year, correlated with like the copy work. Copy work was always the first day of the school week on the new week for the language arts, was a passage taken from their reader. And then there were comprehension questions that you would ask your kids in the instructor's guide that went along with the readers. And the readers came with the language arts program from Sunlight. So I would recommend Sunlight Language Arts. My kids loved the readers. That is the best thing about Sunlight, is I don't have to spend time researching books. They read some of the best literature out there, and it is not that I have to like search it out and find it, which I love. And so he loved every book he read, even ones that I thought that he kind of would not be so interested in, he ended up loving. And the last thing that I am reviewing for him was his individual math. We used Horizons Math. You guys have seen it in all my videos. I adore this math program. I love the spiral learning method. It makes so much sense to me mentally and also to my kids. As I stated with my Other one, I love that it is colored. I love that it's short. So here they're doing some shapes. Here we're doing some subtraction. Here we're doing some word problems utilizing different mathematical functions. So it is not repetitive, which is very important for this child of mine in particular. If he saw a sheet of just problem after problem after problem after problem, he would become completely overwhelmed and he just would not want to do it. So this has been great. I love Horizons Math. We will be using it again next year for him as well. So that is my review on all of the curriculum I used for my son for the 3rd grade in our homeschool. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. I will be happy to answer them for you. And if you like these reviews, please give this video a thumbs up so I know to keep the curriculum reviews coming. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.